Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are doing a review of Ambre Supreme by Les Indémodables. If you watched one of my earlier videos, you know that I bought a range of samples from them quite a while ago, and I've been kind of slowly testing them. I think I did a first impressions of them all, maybe on a live stream. I feel like I did. But yeah, this is going to be a review of Ambre Supreme. This one uses real ambergris in a 10% concentration. They used an ultrasound method for extracting the ambergris, which is interesting, a little bit different. The price for this one is €220 for a 50 ml, which is about £183. And I'll read you the official notes, which include aldehyde, clary sage, pink pepper, cardamom, jasmine, neroli, patchouli, genuine ambergris, and immortelle. So this one does seem to have a little bit of a cult following. The reviews I've seen, the feedback I've heard from other people are that they love it and they think it's great. My review might be a little bit of a letdown for those people because to be honest, this just is not my taste. I am a fan of ambergris, but I'll explain why this is not my taste personally. So it might not be a glowing review that, you know, the people that really do like this fragrance might want me to say. I'm sorry. But I have to be honest, and this is just personal taste. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my personal taste, but I'll try review it objectively. And, you know, I think there will be a lot of people, there are a lot of people that like this because I've spoken to them. So just keep that in mind, it's just a personal taste thing. So what I get when I first apply this is a strong, spicy, herbal blast. And again, it's not my taste. It actually, to me, I got throwbacks of something old school, and it smells like kind of an old school man's cologne, maybe from the 80s or something. It's just got this very old school, masculine, macho man kind of smell to it, to me. Which it's just not my style, it's not my taste. It's not my cup of tea personally. And so you get this very strong kind of blast of spice in the opening that's a little bit herbal. So that would be the combination of the cardamom and the pink pepper together. It's in your face, spicy straight away. I guess the clary sage maybe giving you a little bit more of a slightly herbal edge. Altogether, again, smelling like old school masculine cologne. And to be honest, I felt like if people like this, that they might also like something along the lines of Creed Viking. I'm not saying they smell the same, but they have a ballpark vibe. I think if you like this old school masculine, musky, spicy smell, Viking by Creed will give you something along those lines too. And so I'd imagine that the audience of these would be similar, or that you know, if you like one, you may probably like the other, unless you've got some aversion to Creed where you kind of dismiss them because of who they are as a brand. But the smell, if you smelled it blind and not knowing it's a Creed, I would think that you probably like both of them if you like one. But after 10 minutes, the kind of spicy herbal opening tones down a little bit, and you do get this kind of musky envelope from the ambergris. Even within, to be honest, within the first couple of minutes you can smell it. But like I say, that spicy herbal masculine cologne thing is just too much for me. 10 minutes, it simmers down a little bit. It does hold on to this a little bit of a freshness from that lingering kind of cardamom note. And pink pepper is also kind of fresh and kind of, you know, sharp and fresh kind of spice. Same as cardamom. I would say that you start to go into this kind of midsection, which smells a little bit like sun-kissed skin. So imagine you've been swimming in the sea on a sunny day and you get out of the sea. So it's this salty skin, musky accord that's going to give you this kind of middle of the fragrance. But again, still with that kind of lingering kind of fresh spice qualities behind it. Even at the 4-hour mark, not a whole lot has changed. I think that's the core of the scent. I would say at 6 hours, you start to perceive the ambergris in more its natural beauty of getting this kind of waxy, marine, salty, musky, ethereal kind of quality that ambergris has. You start to enjoy that a little bit more. But somehow this masculine cologne 1980s vibe somehow is still lingering in the back. I'm not quite sure specifically what that is so long into the dry down, but it's there, and I get it still, and it kind of I lose the enjoyment of the ambergris itself because of this other thing going on, which I don't like, which I don't vibe with personally. The Immortelle, on my skin at least, wasn't massively obvious. It doesn't give a whole lot of sweetness. Immortelle has got a little bit of a slightly sweet caramel-like kind of note to it, a little bit kind of dry, powdery, dusty, sweet kind of tone. I think it's used in a little bit more of a lighter measure with this, at least that's my perception. In terms of performance for this, really very long lasting, as you'd expect from a natural ambergris tincture. It is an amazing fixative. I would say on my skin I got a solid 12 hours. But that being said, the projection and sillage wasn't brilliant. I mean, to me, it sits a little bit close after the first hour. Within kind of 3 to 4 hours, it's more of a subtle kind of skin scent. But 12 hours on my skin, no problem. I would say it definitely has a masculine edge, as I've repeated multiple times through the video. Not to say that a woman won't enjoy it or want to wear it, but I do feel it's got this kind of masculine side to it. That does soften a little bit as it dries down, but the initial notes especially are quite masculine. I would say colder weather fragrance, autumn and winter, dressed up or casual, kind of whenever you want to wear it. Yeah, to be overall, all I can say is on a personal taste level, it's not my kind of thing. And I think I said basically the same for Creed Viking. I think it's a good option for people that like that kind of style smell, but for my own taste, it was a miss for me personally. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video or found it useful. That's just my perspective. I just want to point out, again, personal taste. It's just I'm aware that, you know, there are some people that really love it. It's just not my personal taste. I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. It just doesn't work for me personally. That's it. Thank you. I will see you soon with another review. Take care everyone and have a good day. Bye.
Old man Harlem gives me Sunday headache, but that old man Harlem keeps me rolling on.